Hi and welcome to this Cancer full moon. This Cancer full moon is an invitation to come home into your own inner sanctuary. And I will first have a look in my cards. I have support, change, Karen, Tuatha Te Danann and child. And I mean, Cancer is the sign of that inner child. And the inner child has two sides. It means that it is our inner innocence, but sometimes the danger is that we get childish and that we want to remain in the eternal child and demand from the outer world that they support us, that they nourish us. And I mean, this full moon is in a square to Chiron, so this full moon will remind us how wounded we are as humans. I mean, maybe we will change in the future into a less denser species, but for now we are in this human body, we are confronted with pain, and there is nothing we can do about it as long as we are materialized on this world. And this full moon is a reminder that there is nothing we can do about it. We are, in a way, this is a Chiron theme, helpless in that. But this full moon also shows that there is a solution, to find support in these times of changes. I mean, we have Karen, we have a time of transition, we have change. So everything talks about it is a time of great changes, and the best way to adapt during this time of change is to come home into our own sanctuary. And as I said, this time reminds us how fragile we are. And there is one option that we get aggressive, or that we try to protect everything, or that we step into our inner sanctuary, into our inner stillness, where we allow to be nourished by our soul, and out of this nourishment see the world in a new way, perceive the world in a new way, and out of this new perception materialize a new way of behaving. And this, of course, will also meet another reaction in this world. I mean, change is a very concrete card, and it is about concrete change in our life. All these other dimensions are not just out there and just might meet when we die. No, they are constantly there. We are constantly interconnected, and everything is first energy before it materializes. And even during materialization, we all are energy. And to remind ourselves, we are abundant in this soul energy, and that we are abundant in this sanctuary. And this sanctuary is always a sacred place that cannot get wounded. We are wounded as long as we are in a human body. But this sanctuary is a sacred place, is the place where we are connected to the divine, and where we invite healing, where we invite new solutions. Karen, it is about new solutions. It is a transition. And the Tuatha Te Danann talk about this connection to other dimensions, this interconnectedness of all life. Tuatha Te Danann are the nature spirits, the fairies, the elves, the gnomes, all those spirits that invite us to remember that we are part of this constant and all conscious universe, and that we are never alone. We can get nourishment and new ideas and new perceptions and new solutions out of this connection. And this connection makes us rich. And this connection we also find in this inner sanctuary, in this inner stillness. And out of this inner stillness, we will be able to focus also in a new and different way, out of the stillness of our mind. It is us who decide, what do I want to focus on now, and not to be overwhelmed by the inner chatter. I mean, to use this time of a Mercury retrograde. We are still in a Mercury retrograde, and this Mercury retrograde is in conjunction with Pluto and with the asteroid Magdalena, and Magdalena in my cards is connected to the card Sacred Garden. So it is an invitation to reconnect to our soul. And also the other part of the chart talk about that, because the moon is in a sextile to Uranus and the North Node, and the moon is also in a trine to Jupiter and Neptune. I mean, Jupiter is already in Aries, but it is still in a conjunction with Neptune. So it is about other dimension that will nourish us. It is about other dimensions that will support us. There is great support during this full moon. It is a full moon of allowing to find inner abundance in challenging times, in times of transitions, and to trust that out of this inner stillness and out of this inner peace will come new solutions, very concrete, beautiful and magical new solutions. I mean, the Tuatha Te Danann are also talking about magic, and that magic is possible during that time, even though everything seems very challenging. I mean, Mars is still retrograde with Achil, the Esod Achil. We see the wounded warrior all around us, and there is also a wounded warrior in us, and to know that and to accept that and to say, even though I'm wounded, there is always a sacred and whole, not only holy place, but also a wholeness, a place of wholeness inside, and acting out of this inner wholeness, and first of all perceiving the world out of this inner wholeness will make a huge change in our lives. And this full moon is an invitation to do that and to be that, and out of being that, making a difference. Not so much doing, but this is a full moon to make a change out of being whole, and out of being whole, giving healing and receiving healing. And that, I would say, is the main message of this full moon. So I wish you a very blessed and sacred full moon energy, and that you can reconnect and out of the experience of the magic of your soul find inner peace and love and guidance and solutions that magically will materialize in your world. I wish you all the best. Till next time. Namaste.